Subscribe to our YouTube if you're not. Please, please, please. It's very good. It's the best kept secret on YouTube.
Yeah, it is. It's definitely a secret right now.
Yeah. Let's expose it.
Let's go.
Tell a friend. We're back. Guys, look at us. I think
look at us.
There was a chance people thought they're not going to be back. It's been like we last heard from them on Thursday. It's coming up on Tuesday. They've been kind of quiet. Boom, we're back. This thing is in your face once again. Every Tuesday and Thursday, no matter what. I mean, we've had some obstacles. I was in Alabama at a Red Roof Inn living amongst cockroaches. We still pulled off an episode.
I mean, you packed up your desktop computer.
Come on, set up at a little table. I had the soundboard on an ironing board, running it. You know, like made myself a little L desk out of the shitty little table that was real wobbly, and an ironing board. Well, while cockroaches were lunging at me, at one point they formed an audience. They were like I felt like I was in an arena because they were from my peripheral all the way around, and they were like in levels, right? Because they would just climb on each other's backs to make each level higher, and they were entertained. They were. It
was kind of like that scene. And remember, like so many war movies where they do it. I think there was a really good scene in Dances with Wolves, where up on the cliff he was standing there, and then it was just for far as the eye could see was just the tribes that were about to take him down.
Yes,
way up high, just like looking up over him.
Yes, just like that.
It's like like an amphitheater.
An amphitheater for cockroaches. And, it's different because there's no laughter. They just make like a hissing sound, like, yeah. But I know I'm killing then, and you're killing. All right. So,
but you made it out.
I made it out. Before this show, we had a little discussion, and we agreed that since I have these shrooms left from the moonshine that they were infused in, that I should eat one before the show. So I did. Pretty good chunk. You thought it was a pretty good chunk?
It was a nice chunk. Look, I think you should at least get a little bit of little tingles. Get something rocking. Get a little bit, maybe some tracers.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good chunk. It was a nice size cap. It was a nice little stem. I say in 30 minutes, if you're not feeling too bubbly, go ahead and pop you another one, bro. You know what I mean? You're on your way down the block. Why not just keep it going? Don't turn around and come home.
That's what I'm saying.
Destination.
That's what I'm saying.
I just made myself a little cocktail, a little 15 count, because I'm too lazy to go back upstairs for another drink. I put a 15 count in a big cup with a little extra mixer I got with me. Everybody wins.
Is it vodka?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Listen, at this point, I'm mixing vodka with whatever it takes. Right now, I'm going with one of these sparkling ices.
Oh, I bet that tastes good.
Peach, this is like a soda. It's like a club soda drink.
Yeah.
Naturally flavored sparkling water, peach nectar, sparkling ice, no free ads.
You know what I had this morning after we did the Monday morning coffee sesh for the Patreon people? I was hurting. I needed a little hair of the dog, so I drank myself a little screwdriver, put a little splash of Canada Dry in there, and it was quite tasty. And I was back. Sometimes that's all you need.
Look. Sometimes the race season is over. You just need a pit stop. Some fresh tires, top off your fuel tank. Oof, right back out, bro.
And I'm back at it.
Boom, 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 boom. The lug nut stuck. That's one of my favorite fucking noises, bro.
I love it. I love it. I love being
down in the pits when they're doing it.
I wish, it makes me want to get dressed. Like, I wish that was going on, like, when I would in the morning when I would get dressed every day. It was like there was a pit crew helping me, putting on my shoes. Oh, thanks, man.
Well, unless you're wearing 4 shoes, I think it's just going to go,
yeah.
So you popped a couple of shrooms, and we're just gonna kind of get this episode rocking and see how old Uncle Todd responds here today.
Does. Do you think that was enough? You don't think I should eat another one just in case? So that
you know what I mean. Listen,
quicker?
I'm never gonna say don't eat another one. I mean, might as well. You know what I mean? If you want, are we making this a memorable episode for the folks? Let's rock and roll, dude.
Maybe just a stem. Maybe I'll just add a stem. I ate that big.
Add a small stem and a small cap.
All right. So that's. I don't really want to see shit that isn't.
Well,
there.
you'll never see shit. You'll just see the rules of reality mildly bend of physics. Like that's it. That'll work. You don't see nothing. It's just like the energy. You see the most energy that breaks through the items like a lot. And that's why, like, when we're done with the podcast, you should go sit out at the bar, bro. You know what I mean? Go out there, maybe go sit by the fire. Now that's what we're talking.
Yeah,
you want to stare at a
best.
campfire, bro. When you are lit on some mushrooms, hello, Mr. Campfire, my best friend.
You know what I might have to do? I might just pull up a chair to the stove and just turn all the burners on.
Fuck it.
And just stare at that flame.
Yeah. See what you can see. If you see something in there, fucking try to nudge it a little bit.
There might be some. I haven't cleaned the stove. There might be, so every now and then a chunk of bread crust might flame up. You don't know what's going to happen.
Maybe a little piece of chopped up sausage.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, sausage, you could eat sausage off the stove for a good 2 to 3 weeks, bro. It's just like a little piece of pork crackling down there, dude. It's like a little pork rind. It just stays nice. And
That's a good thing about
crunchy.
Well, you can, it just, and when it becomes like almost a jerky, like it's been laying out for a long time and you find it and you're like, oh my God, there's a piece of pork. Like it's even better sometimes, because you can't chew through it.
Pork beef jerky, you and me, that's who.
Oh yeah. Yeah. You just let it sit in your mouth, run in between your cheek and gum. You just get that,
Like almost like a dip.
Little piece of pig in here, just flavoring it up.
Fresh, right? Been sitting on the stove for 3 weeks. Fuck it. I made sausage and eggs, late November. You know what I mean?
Remember when I was cooking breakfast 3 weeks ago? I got some left.
Going in, bro. That's pretty damn funny.
The cornhole thing that you have coming up in Florida is going to be amazing.
Listen,
you're becoming a legit commentator. An ESPN,
on ESPN
commentator.
Too.
Yeah.
I'm so excited that we're working with the ACL, American Cornhole League. It's just so, the game is so much fun. I'm so addicted to that game, and it just makes me want to be a part of it, however I can be a part. Now, obviously, my real goal is to be good enough to compete against, the likes of the Trey Birchfields, the Matt guys, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
The top guys, you know what I mean? Eric Anderson's out of Cleveland, a lot. I'm trying to get to that level, but until then, I'm going to watch what the pros do and then do my best. You know what I mean? Because when you got guys out there averaging 11.8 points per round, there's really, unless you're making every single bag, you're not going to compete with them dudes. We're talking high level 11-pointer, 11.8, 11.5, even at the earliest 10.9, which obviously, if you don't know any better, the highest points you can get in one round of 4 bags is 12 points. You 4 bag the 3 of them. Do the math. 4 times 3, pow, 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 12 points.
Mm-hmm. Maybe when it warms up, we should commit to spending an hour a day each just throwing on our airmail boards.
Yeah. And I have a ton of bags, and I've been this last week I went out twice. Set her up and worked on the airmails. Me and my girl's son, Colin, we were out there banging at the airmail board, bro, going at it, heads up 21.
Mm-hmm.
You got to,
You got to build that muscle memory. That's the key. Like your throw needs to be consistent. Mm-hmm. The motion needs to be consistent. It's just like any other sport. It's like golf, right? Your swing has to be consistent. Same swing every time. And it's hard to do that in cornhole unless you play consistently.
Talking next level muscle memory here, Todd.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I'm going to get a machine that I just put my arm in, I just set inside this machine, and it moves my body to that exact motion every time over and over. So I don't even have to do it myself. Just the machine does it.
I like that a lot, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Here's one of my favorite bags here. It's a game changer. Now, this is a real fast bag, Todd. Okay, we're looking at minimum, like obviously this is the fast side, this is the slow side.
Mm-hmm.
Now you see they take the material of the slow side and they shrink it down for less coverage, so the bag's gonna go faster. That's why they call it a game changer. If you find yourself a player that knows how to throw these bags, you're gonna lose.
Yeah, and we're talking about putting the players through some crazy stuff. I hope we get to do that.
Yeah, we got some pregame stuff we're working on, and we have more meetings coming up, but it's starting to shape together. Listen, we got a lot of stuff coming up. I want everybody, like on our Patreon, we're gonna be doing some stuff where we're blowing up tannerite, and we're gonna be riding all kinds of outdoor vehicles while we do like hillbilly drive-bys. You know what I mean? Like we're gonna shoot guns off of quads and shit like that at targets. We're gonna have tactical training. We're gonna do some wood chopping stuff. I'm just excited, and grilling outside.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. Should I get us an instructor, a tactical instructor to come out there?
Fuck it.
Excuse me. Run us through some drills?
I would love that.
That would be cool, right?
Yeah, we're working on some stuff with the figure eight, with the Indy Speed Drome, with the figure eight races. All exciting stuff. That figure eight racing, by the way, it's to this day, and I watch it and I'm like, is this some kind of black magic? Why aren't they all crashing into each other into a big fucking mountain car?
It's incredible. Bare knuckle boxing. We got to get Chris Lytle to break us into that network. Once we get into that, everything changes. I'm thinking about becoming a competitive bare knuckle slap boxer. The slap boxer.
Bare palm. You're gonna be bare palm boxer.
Bare palm slap boxer.
Yeah, I like that, bro. There's a lot of room there for that.
Kind of good at that, you know.
I think the only thing it works is if you can do the backhand too, because it's kind of like an extension. I've been watching a lot of Game of Thrones, Todd, and I've been watching a lot of sword fighting. To me, the closest thing to sword fighting would be a slap fight, but you have to be able to use the backhand as well.
Yeah.
Because, you swing through, you got to come back like a sword, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of sword tactic, I think, in a good slap box match, but it has to legalize the backhand.
When I took Isshinryu karate, I was really good at the back fist. So I had this little move I would open up with every time. And if you hadn't fought me before, it worked every time. Yeah, because we were just white belts, So yeah. I would do this little, I would slap the top of your hand with my right.
Parry.
I would come down, I would parry it down, and then I would slap your wrist. I would go higher up with the left. I'd clear that arm and come right behind it with a whack. With a back fist. You
double parried the same arm?
Right to your forehead. Now, in a fight, I wouldn't have done shit, but it's point fighting, karate. So I would score every time right off the gate. I would do that little parry. Your first motion is to try to pull your hand up. I was come behind it with the left to parry it to the side, and then pop. You were thinking about a back fist coming between your eyes. Yeah,
I like that a lot, dude. A good parry never hurt nobody.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm excited to do next time I fight in some sort of rough and rowdy. I want to do a parry. You just really take the wind out of someone's sails and you just bitch slap their hands at the ground. You know what I mean?
When I see boxers, Lytle does that a lot. So when you throw a punch,
he's really good at that,
and you just tapping that hand down with your
straight down and pop,
and then
it's one continuous motion. Bang, bang.
It's incredible.
I watched his because I have the bare knuckle app on my TV, and I watched his one of his last fights. He fought this kid. They were similar in weight and height. And he had him by a few inches. Like the kid might have been 5'7" or 8, and Lytle's 5'10" or 11.
Mm-hmm.
But he just punished this dude, bro. And he got like the guy. They went toe to toe, and then there's just a part where the guy's kind of like has his hands like he's almost like clinching Lytle.
Mm-hmm.
And then Lytle is just banging this guy's ribs, like probably 10 rapid shots in 3 seconds, dude. It's so dope.
Chris Lytle's body punches, his body blows are legendary. Like that's one thing I wish people would talk more about in his career. If you put together a highlight reel of him working the body, I don't think anybody did it as well as he does. I mean, and you could just tell each blow he has so much on it because he has that power for days. I used to love to watch him fight just for the body blows, man.
Yeah, he does it too. In his bare knuckle fights, he just goes to the body on these kids. Like he gets in there, and no matter what their hands are doing, even if they're hitting him in the head, he doesn't care because he's not going to get knocked out. Because first of all, I think it's impossible to knock him out. But you'd have to have a nice distance on it. Like a hard 1-2 with a 2 coming from the pocket.
Right, and he knows when
and
he's
you ain't
that
gonna
close.
do it.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna do it that close.
No.
And he just lets you hit him in his thick ass skull while he just bangs out ribs, dude. Just
I would
so
we
fast.
We should start a thing, a game where we just constantly try to knock Chris Lytle out, because I don't think he can be like we just pop up out of a closet when he walks by and hit him with a board in the head.
Yes, hit him with
Like it was. We just call it. Can we knock out Chris Lytle? And just like one after another.
Just falling on his life and just out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Nope.
Dropping a bowling ball on his head when he walks by.
We'll go old school. We're going to go real Acme on his ass.
Boom. Yeah, we're like Wile E. Coyote trying to knock out the Roadrunner.
Hey, also, while we're in the middle of this conversation, everybody, can you do us a favor? We'll sit here and wait. Go ahead and follow us on all our socials. You know, we got Twitter, we got Facebook, we got Instagram. Subscribe to our YouTube. Watch this podcast. Don't just listen. You can watch it.
Our YouTube looks good, dude. I mean, those cover photos, those thumbnails, Jesus. Our dude Jeff.
Pretty happy with our Jeff. He's killing it with the YouTube page. We just got to start getting. You know, no one knows it's there yet, so we're still trying to. I got some old school trolls coming over, but no one knows it's there. We haven't really, you know, it's not like we're buying paid ads.
Spread the word, yeah. Word. Hey, the best form of advertising is word of mouth. Spread the word. Also, Jarrett has become a full-blown producer. He now has the ability on StreamYard to control shit. So he's actually, like, right now you can't see him or hear him because he's producing. He's behind the scenes.
Yep, he's taking notes. He's doing his thing. I might promote him to social media manager too. We don't know what's happening.
We don't know. We're growing. We got plans for this business. I should bring.
But I mean, we got to do a lot of fun stuff. That's what I want. I want like our YouTube to almost be like a vlog a lot of times too, where we're just out doing fucked up, you know, just blowing up stuff. We need to do some
crazy shit. And I do want to ghost hunt again. I do want to hunt a Bigfoot. I do want to fuck around with alligators. There's all kinds of shit that I want to do. I want to do the fan boat racing like we talked about. We want to do like a real like movie police chase where we're driving two cars and we're ramming each other, trying to run each other off the road.
Yeah. That's coming, by the way. That we got that lined up.
Yeah. Yeah, not on a real road.
We're going to be rubbing. Yeah, not on a real street, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But that would be good to like buy an old like military base or something. Because I know for a fact there's one in New Jersey that's just like old barracks and shit. That's just, it looks like a neighborhood in the Will Smith movie where he's the last dude.
Oh, I Am Legend?
Yeah, that's what it looks like. And I'm like, dude, we could fucking cut the grass, get some old cars out here and do some car chases, dude.
If we can buy that, I'll move. I'll pack up my life. I want to live on that property.
Yeah, it's pretty damn sweet looking.
Right? God,
I just want to buy it. Awesome. I wish I could find an old firehouse or an old train station.
Yeah.
That's what I want. And I want to live in that. I want to live in an old firehouse with a pole and all that cool shit.
Yes.
Like the garages. Like that's my dream house, would be an old firehouse.
That would be cool as fuck.
Mm-hmm. So if anybody lives next door to a firehouse that they've moved locations, but they have that one and it's just boarded up and it's for sale, let us know. Hit us in the DMs.
Yeah. We need to live in a firehouse.
But back to cornhole real quick, Todd. February 5th, Friday night. We'll be having a live pregame show. Well, details on that are coming. And then we're going to be, I'm going to be doing a little commentary on ESPN. ESPN 2.
ESPN 2. But still,
and
ESPN.
And it's guaranteed to rerun on both ESPN or ESPN2. So it's going to be the celebrity game. Can't tell the details yet, but it's some. There's no details I can say about the celebrity game.
No,
all I can say is it's going to be awesome.
I'll give them a little hint. One of the celebrities, pretty awesome. I'm just going to leave it at that.
The other three, also pretty awesome.
The other three might be even more awesome. I'm going to leave it at that. So, hopefully that doesn't give it away too much, but you get it.
Damn it. People
Sorry.
Also, if anybody wants to see my home run softball, I'm going to post a picture on the Patreon because I think everybody deserves a good shot and look at it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think so.
Should I show everybody right now?
Yeah, show it.
Go for it.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
There she is, bro. There she is, the home run ball, dead center, kid, right off the tip of the bat.
Donk.
Indy, first softball home run, 10/24, 2016. That's the real deal. I didn't fake that.
Yard.
It was the smoothest swing of my life.
That's what's good about home runs. You don't feel them. No. You don't really feel the ball hit the bat. You just like, oh, that was a good one.
Just goners.
And it's always when you're not trying to hit it out.
Yeah.
You know? And you're like, how the fuck
I did hit a couple that didn't count. I didn't count. I didn't keep them balls.
Yeah.
Listen, after the first couple, you got one, you got them all.
Those leagues, more than one home runs and out. I don't care. I'm running the bases.
Fuck off, bro.
This is going to be the longest out you've ever seen because I'm running all the bases.
Everybody can buck right off, dude. I'm running the bases, kid. That first home run, bro, I ran the base. Like, you don't have to run the bases. I was like, yes, I do. Friend. Yes, I do. I never hit a home run in Little League. I hit a few off the fence. I hit one over the fence. It was a foul ball. I pulled it hard to left field.
Nice.
And then I grounded out the next pitch. So I had to run. I had to run the bases.
I like it.
But yeah, this is what's going on.
I'm trying to decide if I'm feeling the shrooms yet. I think I'm just starting. It's just maybe the first little sense of it.
Yeah,
happening. Maybe.
I'm excited for you to go sit outside after this.
Yeah, I wish I had fireworks. That would be cool.
You know what? I mean,
I also wish I had a monkey. If I had a monkey when this really kicks in, that would be awesome.
And one that can like play an instrument or hang out and do stuff like roll joints. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Play the drums. That would be dope.
The drum,
like the bong, like the you know?
Yeah. I like that. I actually have footage. One time I was in the island of Nevis next to St. Kitts.
Mm-hmm. British
Virgin Islands, whatever. Anyways, I was there hanging out, and there was a monkey it was a little tiny monkey, because the islands are overran by them, who could sing, and it was like a very islandy feel to it, what he did. But I was kind of blown away. I'm finding it. And it was just an impressive thing that this guy did this. Let me go to videos. And I think you guys are all going to be pumped because he kind of did a small concert.
Okay.
Some people refer to it as maybe a small concert, if you will. Here he is. Okay, now hold on. Before I even get started here, he was singing, and his buddy, who's also a monkey, was on drums.
Oh, accompanying him.
Yes.
I like that sound. These are two monkeys. Oh, wow. Really good for monkeys.
Yeah, they were rocking the fucking spot, bro.
Wow. That's incredible.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know what kind they were. But when I saw a little homie, hitting the drums, I was like, that.
The little
nice,
bongos.
kid.
I mean, somebody should sign those monkeys. They should form a band, call them the Monkeys. Do the Monkeys have that trademarked already? Because
they gotta be they got left in the dust, bro. No one listens to the Monkeys. Because
I would be upset. I would be like, we're real monkeys. How do you trademark the band name the Monkeys when you're not even monkeys?
We are real monkeys. Look what I could do.
Your Honor, we're real monkeys. I don't care what the trademark says.
I mean, if you're in charge of the estate for the monkeys, you should step aside. You should be like, you know what? That's real monkeys. He's on a fucking bongo. And that sounds incredible.
You're going to tell me if I form a group out of 4 actual Beatles.
They were selling merchandise.
And they play as a band that I can't call them the Beatles because Paul McCartney and his friends decided to call themselves the Beatles first. Fuck yourself. My band are real Beatles.
I think there's got to be some sort of clause in there. And I don't mean like things that are on the tips of animals. I mean like a clause with a U.S., not like Santa Claus, but like a clause like in a contract.
not animal clause.
I think there should be some clause in there because we're talking animals, and I figured we should be specific.
I think you're right. And look, if you use an animal's name or an insect's name, a species name as the name of your band, trademark it all you want. But as soon as a real group of animals forms a band, you lose it.
Give me one. Can you come off the top of the skull with a third band that's an animal or a fucking bug name? I'll give you 10 seconds.
10 seconds. The Bee Gees. The bees. The bees. No. All right. I don't like that one either. I can't think of another one. Do you have one?
What's Jared?
Jared's got one.
The Eagles.
Oh, the Eagles. God. Fuck yes. What am I thinking? I'm going to form a real band out of Eagles just to fuck them.
The Kahahas. That would be funny because then if you do a real band and then when they play for a Kahas, for like a good Kahas, that was stupid as fuck.
The Eagles are one of my favorite bands too. How did I not think of the Eagles?
I fucking love the Eagles. Come on, anything but the fucking Eagles, man.
What if
Big Lebowski hated the Eagles?
If we formed our own band, what if we called them the Bigfoots?
Ooh.
Because until
what I found though,
real Bigfoots come out, we're safe. You got some bullet, firing it down the gullet.
So I ran out of whiskey. I an out of vodka to drink. The bullets. That was always but that's fucking hilarious that the Washington Wizards they used to be the Bullets. And they're like, you know what? That's hitting a little too far home there, bro, because it's a lot of shootouts in this town.
Mm-hmm.
Like in the other, like in Baltimore and shit. So they had to fucking call them the Wizards instead because there was too much actual bullets flying in the city. You're gonna also probably should smoke a few bowls too while you hit the mushrooms. It helps expedite the process, Todd.
I probably should, but
no, you definitely should.
I know
it's
I gotta
milk and cookies.
Edit
Weed and you gotta edit.
I don't want to fuck up our.
I'll say this. I will say this. That when you're rolling, when the shrooms pop in, the weed is it's you don't get normal stoned like you normally do. Yeah. Where you're like all cloudy. It's the mushrooms take precedent and the weed just kind of at that point it's like smoking a cigarette when you're drinking, right? Like the cigarette don't matter really. Right. It's just a kind of like a facilitator and it feels like cookies and milk,
Right. No, I like that. I talk a lot about owning a monkey, right? And I have a friend who can get me one, and we've had serious conversations. I still think it might be irresponsible for me at this time to own a monkey, but I mean, part of me is like, how do you, if you can pull off owning a real monkey, how do you not do that? I mean, I'm really battling with this.
Do they get like calm and cool and collected, kind of like an old, what are those fucking dogs that are real like old Yeller, the golden
like
retrievers,
a Labrador, yeah.
Yeah, do they get cool, calm, and collected in their older age like those dogs?
I think
that's where you want to be, more on the adoption side, so you don't have to get the rambunctiousness of a younger monkey.
I think they do, but then you run the risk of, okay, what if they start to get like a little senile or they're more touchy or they're like, they upset or aggravate easily, then you're going to get your face ripped off.
You're right.
So right. I don't know. I don't know where it falls, but I keep having the conversation and he's trying to talk me out of it kind of. Cause he's like, listen, that's a big deal. It's a lot of responsibility. And I'm like, I know, dude, but I would have a monkey in my house.
He can have his own room. You have like 4 bedrooms.
I know. God.
You can even put him up high, like a cool little thing that dangles from like the roof or something, like a hammock of some sort.
Maybe just a little monkey that can't do much damage. I guess they could always rip my eyes out.
At the end of the day, listen, a little buddy, you're going to be fine. You're tactically trained. You're a law enforcement official for over 2 decades. You'll fucking if shit hits the fan, you got this. I would never doubt you being able to do your little police wrist lock into the backhand and then just pop the cuffs on.
Just walking back into his cage with the arm bent behind.
Yeah.
Watch your head.
Tell him you're in here till no judge. You can't see a judge till Monday. But I think that also your calm and cool demeanor will also be very welcoming to a vintage, more of an older, on his way out monkey a kind of a sanctuary for a monkey to go to rest in peace. But they live with you for the last year or two. You know what I mean? Get a handful of them.
Yeah.
Maybe you could put a TV in the living room, like on a cart, and then they can all come sit there in their walkers and they can roll up to chairs and watch a movie at 3 p.m. on Tuesdays.
I think so. What I want to get like one of those little red wagons. I want one that'll pull that little red wagon everywhere it goes, and it has like a little bed in it, so it can just pull it up in front of the TV and then post up on its little bed and put its hands behind its head and just sprawl out and watch the game, or watch other monkeys, whatever he wants to watch. I don't know what they watch.
He's got YouTube. You have that thing where you could talk to the remote. It's not like he has to type in anything. He could just talk. A lot of them talk now. I think, from what I understand, a lot talk.
I think so. What are those monkeys that are the closest to human beings? Damn it. Jared, look that up. There's this they did a study with these monkeys. It starts with a B, but anyway, they were, you know what they are, Jared?
Yeah, they're bonobos.
Yeah, bonobos. So there was a study done with them where they put them like on this private beach area near the ocean, right? And they knew innately not to go to the water. Like they were scared of it, right? But there was this one female, for some reason, kept getting a little closer to the water. And every time she would get closer, the other bonobos would be like, going crazy, right? Because they're like, you're gonna, something's gonna reach up and grab you. Or, like the water's bad, it's scary. And day by day, she would just get closer and closer to the water until finally she got her feet wet in there, and they were freaking out, man, like just screaming. All the other monkeys were, and and the next day she would go like to her knees, and then until finally she would like immerse herself in the ocean water, and then one by one the other bonobos would start making their way over, getting closer. Next thing you know, like fast forward like a year or two later, whatever, they were actually swimming, all the bonobos, and teaching their young how to swim in the ocean water.
Like they weren't all scared bitches the last summer.
Yeah. So it's like you have that one explorer out of the bunch who's like, I don't think it's dangerous. Just, do we have any evidence that there's anything bad over there? So because of that, it's like, go back to the old days of explorers. There was always one with that mindset. And it was true with these bonobos. Like it was fucking crazy. I'm like, God damn, they're just like us. It's just like us. Like we would never travel across the ocean back in the day because somebody were like, oh, there's dragons there. They swoop up and they grab your ship and they drag you to the bottom of the ocean. And then one guy's like, I haven't seen no fucking dragon over there. So, he crosses over and finds a new land. Like it's so crazy that it was that way with these bonobos. I got to find this study they did, but it's a documentary somewhere.
Are these the ones that are in India overrunning cities?
Those are hilarious monkeys, right? The ones that jump up and grab your beer.
Town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are reaping havoc. Like, but I don't
Wait, is it
blame
reaping?
them.
Is it reaping or wreaking? I thought it was wreaking havoc with a K.
I don't know.
Jarrett,
can we make a call on that? Is it wreaking havoc?
We have 80
reaping?
plus years on this earth and we don't know. I think it's wreaking havoc.
I think it is wreaking. I think I had it right the first time. It's wreaking. Okay, wreaking havoc. Okay. But do you blame them? There's no monkey bars there. Why didn't you put up a monkey bar?
There's no police force to do something about it. I mean, at what point does the city just say fuck it and just start blasting these kids, bro, for stealing their shit?
Right. Just hunting monkeys in the middle of the street. They're everywhere.
Of the city.
They're everywhere too.
A lot of then they hunt and they wait. Like they are fucking shit up. But I would like to go just to see all that, bro.
There's
my pockets up.
A real possibility that Planet of the Apes really happens in real life. Like we just treat monkeys so bad, and if they ever pull it together, like if we have scientists trying to teach them to talk and shit all the time, we're making them smarter. Those smart ones are going to become leaders of the others, and we get another good pandemic that wipes us out with a virus like this, and we get our numbers low, them fuckers are taking over.
And another question is, why can't we do a voice box? Like, why can't we do a voice box? What is it when you have a transplant?
Mm-hmm.
Why can't we take a voice box of a deceased human, and drop it into a monkey and fucking be like, yo, what up? And he goes, yo. And he was like, whoa, you know?
What? Did you hear that?
It's kind of like when a colorblind person sees in color for the first time. He's tripping balls.
Oh, that would be so
I
funny.
think that, who can I email? God, I got to get this to happen.
Why? I mean, why can't they do that? If there's just something missing in their vocal cords, which obviously there is, if we give them human vocal cords from cadavers, dead people, and then teach them how to talk. But then I'm telling you, we risk them taking over the world. I mean, that's the trade-off, but they're going to be hilarious until that happens. Because you just post it up next to some monkey, and he's like, what up, kid? You're like, what? That fucking monkey's talking to me.
Because they smoke cigarettes in India. Some of the monkeys smoke cigs. They're up to 2 packs a day, bro.
I've seen them. And I don't
Not
blame
fucking
them.
around.
Keeps the flies off their face.
Yeah.
You know?
Plus, what a stress reliever after fucking around in those trees all week.
Mm-hmm. Swinging. They're hilarious too with their monkey finger, like they got some real long fingers and their arms kind of extra long, and they just post up with that cigarette. I love it.
How's the mushrooms? Some of the mushrooms, they kicking in at all?
Yeah,
we're at about what? We've been on the air so far for 35 minutes. You took them at the first couple of minutes. I told you to be a 30-minute mark.
Mm-hmm.
When you see things start working?
Yeah, I'm starting to film a little bit. It's coming on. I think I'm in a good spot in another 10 minutes.
While we're here, can we figure out the episode where we get absolutely blasted and where where we make some kind of like get lit menu, right?
Oh yeah.
So then we create a menu. Obviously, it has like 4 options, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then everybody has we post it like as a poll.
Okay.
With however many, like we might do a 2-run poll, like with 8 items, whatever. But we have to obviously, like we're not going to get out of control. Like outside of liquor, weed, and mushrooms, like that's our
right.
And I don't even have any mushrooms, so like I have to be there with you.
Yeah,
but
natural
we have to have a menu.
We're not going to do meth.
Yeah. I'm not doing meth. I'm not doing anything stupid. But we give them the option of what we got to do.
Yeah, what kind of pace
through polls? Because
there needs to be a standard, like. Every 5 minutes or something, Jarrett yells, hey, it's time to boo. You got to do this. Take a shot, whatever. Take a hit.
Bong rip.
Yeah.
So what'll happen is we can have a check when we go live for this maybe also so that people in the comments can, and we'll have a max out, right? Like, okay, we have a 10 rip. We have 10 rips. Jared can keep track with the checklist. We have 10 rips each of weed. We got 10, 5 shots, 10 beers. And 5 caps and stems or something like that. And then as people send them to us, we have to do it. And then Jared checks it off. And then once it's all checked off, it's kind of like a drugs bingo.
I like this. I like this a lot.
And then I just figured this out. And then this is when, and then at the end, we just keep going for like another 30.
Love it. This being live might be the best idea yet. I didn't think about that before, but yes. Live bonus episode. And it's just us fucking our faces.
Yes.
At a rate that we can't control, the viewer controls it.
It's kind of like a drug and alcohol bingo, which we do not. I don't know how.
Which there should be more of. Old people would.
Well, we're gonna have to go to Portland for this. We have to go to Portland.
We have to be somewhere where everything's legal. So we'll film it from Portland.
We're going to fly to Portland.
Yeah.
And you know what? To make it official, I'm going to make a sign behind me that says I'm in Portland.
Yeah. That way people know that we're not staging this. We're actually there because there's signs behind us. Yeah.
Even if they want, I'll take a picture of downtown Portland and put as my green screen background, and I'll put JIC, which means just in case we're in Portland.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to wear a Trailblazers jersey.
Good
that
idea.
way, you know
what? If I was in the NBA, I'd be on the Trailblazers or the Nuggets.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of my original jokes, bro. And I was like fucking 9. I don't know. When I first started stand up, I go, man, I'd smoke a lot of weed. If I was in the NBA, I'd be on the Blazers or the Nuggets. Stupid. You want to hear what bit I used to close with, bro?
Yeah.
I don't know if I told on this podcast or not, but I used to close with the fucking, oh, by the way, my buddy Jeff was looking through his old shit at his house and found a box of my stuff. And I have a DVD in there. In like 2005, a guy that used to be a regular at my bar worked at a DVD like fucking distribution place. And he goes, bro, you want DVDs? He's all drunk at my bar. He goes, you want DVDs of your comedy? I was like, fuck yeah, I want DVDs, bro. He's like, dude, film your next show. Give me the file. So I did. He gave me a box of like 50 DVDs, bro, of my 7-minute set with all my prop jokes on it. And my buddy Jeff found it. So I'm gonna bust it up.
Can you put this up?
Yeah, I could. I have to be the Patreon. I have to be on the Patreon because I don't want, because it's pretty bad. It was probably in 2003, bro. It was probably like a year into stand up or a year and a half into stand up.
All right, Bowers has a bunch of. Remember when Morty's closed? He went through and he found all those DVDs from open mics and shit. I'm gonna get with him and go through. I'll find some of my old shit, which is gonna be horrible. And then
I have some great stuff in that pile. I bet.
Oh yeah, we'll have great and bad. But I know like probably my 5th time on stage was at that Morty's. So you can see me early on. Like when I used to have this bit where I was like, my friend made me finally go on that website, that shows you how many pedophiles live in your neighborhood or whatever. It's pretty alarming, right? And like there's way too many of those guys roaming around free. I think it's time that we come up with a plan to do something about those guys. Do you agree? Of course, the whole crowd would applaud, like, yeah. And I'd go, that's kind of a stupid question. Really? Like you're going to be like, no, that don't really bother me, really. I'm a grown up, so. And it would.
I would have went in this direction, which is a sicko, which would not have worked. But I would have said, yeah, we got to do something about that because it sucks that everybody knows where we live at.
Yeah.
That's even worse, bro.
I took it as this joke. I'm a grown-up, so they don't bother me.
Yeah, they don't care what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I used to have this joke where I would say, I got my girlfriend for her birthday. I got her a BMW. Yeah, that's right, a BMW, right? People are like, yeah. And I'd be like, my big Mexican weenie. That was my big fucking closer, bro.
God, I want to go back and look at. I've got to go back and look at those. I had so many dumb one-liners that I would laugh my ass off watching. I had some. Good ones
I should also go live to get. I have to go to California and get rid of this fucking storage unit. Now that I don't have this,
you still have your storage unit.
It's $180 a month, bro.
You could have bought all your stuff 1,000 times over.
There's nothing in there. Maybe like, I don't even know what the fuck I'm even doing. At this point, I've paid for it so long that I'm like, you know what? Fuck that. I'm not just going to give it away now.
Right. It's pride.
Like, I just want to go and, like at least have a yard sale or something with it all and try to make anything back, dude. Like, is there anything in here I can sell and get some money back, dude? Storage units should have an area for yard sales. Like, somebody wants to get rid of their shit, and they don't have the means for a truck. Like, if I own a storage fucking unit, I'm gonna have a whole area that can just have a storage unit yard sale where they can do like a little swap meet for people that schedule it, and we can line it up.
Right. That'd be cool. I'm stoked about this. Let's find all our old bits. There's gonna be a bunch of you in there. I need to go through this.
I have, because I've been seeing everybody put their stand up on. I have so much footage, and I've just never done anything with it.
Here's what we got to start doing. Like, I went and watched Drew Lynch the other night, right? Mm-hmm. And he puts a lot up on social media, and from his act, and everybody's doing that now. But he has 2 kick-ass cameras they set up. He does a 2-camera shoot. It covers it all, and he's got good external microphones on him, so the sound's okay. We got to start doing that. At the minimum, I've got to set up 2 phones or even 1 phone, and put it at it. Especially now with social distancing, there's always an empty table. Set it. I got to start because I don't want to give away like parts of my act, but I do so much crowd work. I can use funny moments from crowd work and release them. So, like, why am I not doing that? I'm such a fucking piece of shit on some things.
I wish I could punch myself in the face with a running start.
I'm going to play a game. I'm going to start a new game where I just constantly try to knock myself out.
Yeah, that's a good one, bro.
I'm going to jump out of closets, hit myself in the head with a board.
Like, yeah. You should try to punch yourself first. Like start with a checklist of ways to do it, right?
Mhm.
Write down 10 ways to knock yourself out and just do it and just accomplish a list. You know what I mean? Run down the list.
I'm going to put on a helmet and run straight into a brick wall.
Yeah. By the way, I still to this day, I'll never not laugh or giggle when I think about it whenever you kick Nick in the head when he had that helmet on.
Oh, that sound. Oh my God. Your laugh was insane on that, that video.
I was blown away because he's such a smart guy.
I know. I kicked him
And
so
that was
hard.
probably his biggest lapse in intelligence in 10 years minimum, bro. He's such a smart, calculated, smooth, just the perfect amount of words dude you ever met. And for him to be like, okay, I'll put a helmet on, let you kick me in the fucking skull, Todd. And you just went
so dumb.
Wow.
And it was like, it was alarming. Like I knew I hit him way too hard and caught him. And I caught him right under the jaw, like right here. Oh, and I knew how much it hurt my foot. And by the pop that it made, that I fucking kicked him way too hard. And he almost threw up. Like he had to be concussed, dude.
Yeah.
So hard.
He had to.
Pop. And your laugh was like, oh.
I'm almost certain that at some point it's on my, I think it has to be on my Insta. I feel like, is it on my Instagram? I feel like I reposted it. Maybe to Twitter I reposted it.
It's on my phone somewhere.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's already way too deep. I know that I have that shit.
I know Pat was like,
somewhere.
I'll never forget him. He was just like, oh my God. Oh, dude, my God. Like, I think
you rocked his skull, bro.
Nick's way smarter than that. That's like a Zito thing. I could see Zito doing that, but the fact that Nick suited up and put that on and let me do it. Oof.
Yeah. Insanity that he let you actually kick him in the fucking head, bro.
That was early.
I'm looking through my. Oh, I got it right here. Here we go.
Oh,
that was.
That's.
So this is Nick Moraldo. I can't believe it, bro.
Oh my God. That's
one. Oh. That sound. Oh my God.
Oh my God, bro. That's just unreal that he let you do it, dude.
So solid.
Oh my God, bro.
Oh God, I felt
he
bad.
Let you and it wasn't like one of those nice helmets with the padding on the side. It was like the helmet Rudy put on when he got in to go into that fourth quarter in the fucking fourth down.
Yeah.
The fourth second left in the fourth quarter. One of them shitty ass old helmets where everybody had CTE. Oh man, dude. By the way, dude, listen. We all know that jinxes don't work. Like, listen, a kabillion people watch these games and everybody has a reason. Well, I shouldn't have said that. That's why they lost, right? I don't believe in that type of stuff.
Right.
Because you have to look at the numbers and everybody's saying, oh, if I didn't wear this jersey, they would have won. If I didn't say anything, they would have lost, you know? When you got literally probably 100,000 people doing the exact same thing back and forth on each side.
Right.
But I'm 4 quarters away from calling Tampa Bay winning it all.
Listen, I'm helping you because I am betting against them at every leg of this thing, and usually that's the kiss of death. Like I have an incredible record for losing on NFL bets when I just bet straight up on winner or losers, and I took the Packers -3. I'm going to take Kansas City, and it's inevitably you're going to win your $6,000, bro.
It's 5,000, but I offered, you know, because usually they say, hey, can you, whenever you bet a long-term, like a long-term bet like this, like a long shot from the beginning of the season, I think it was like 12-1 odds or something. Then they usually say, like when it's like down to the final game, if they'll try to settle up with you. So I sent a text and I try to figure out if there's a possibility of settling up because I'll take 2,500, right? I'll take half.
Right.
No problem.
Right.
But I got 5 G's in the line. And Tom Brady, let's fucking go, bro. You never know what's going to happen. Listen, the Tampa Bay defense, they threw all over them. They got, you know, the third quarter, they looked like they weren't even on the field. Aaron Rodgers had his way. But then they clamped down on a few very important what do they call it? A cycle of downs? What do they call that? a few very important series where they shut down Aaron Rodgers on a 3-and-out. I just don't know if they're going to do that to Patrick fucking Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes.
I mean, the only way he has to go out again, like the only way is by a freak accident, I think.
Patrick Mahomes has a lot of weapons, and he is definitely probably the best quarterback we've ever seen.
Jared, what are the odds on the Super Bowl? I would love to know that because I want to know what are the far-fetched odds on my fucking win?
What do you mean the odds, like the line?
Oh, what are the odds? Yeah, what's the line on the Super Bowl?
I think.
And you know what? While Jared's looking for that, everybody, you can head over to Instagram or Twitter or Facebook and follow Guns Blazin Pod.
Mm-hmm. Take a look at our Patreon. Just go to the website, gunsblazinpodcast.com for all things Guns Blazin. I think aren't the Chiefs the favorite by
how much?
3.5-point favorites.
3.5. Okay,
that's all.
Minus 175 money line.
Dude, I might bet $1,000 on the Chiefs
just to
cover the 400.
There you go. Or just
that's what I think I should do, right?
At least bet you. Well, at least hedge your bet. Yeah, hedge your bet for at least bet 400. That's always your initial investment, right?
Yeah.
So at least bet 400 the other way. That way,
But why not bet 1,000 on the Chiefs? Because if they do lose, I still make $4,000.
True.
And it's also just a long shot for that to not hit also.
And just go money line. You don't want, because then if you
money line. Yeah,
for sure.
Fucking win by 3 in my luck, and I'm down all, and now I'm down 1,500, 1,400.
Right. I think you should. I would
Chiefs
hedge your
money
bet.
Line.
No,
I
Why
can't
not?
lose that way.
No,
and I'm already down 200, and I just haven't paid up. So I'm gonna go ahead, and I'm gonna bet the original 400
Chiefs
plus
money
what
line.
I'm down, plus another 400.
There you go.
Chiefs money. God damn! I just can't believe. Why did it take me so long to think about that?
I didn't think about it either, but it's
I'm
the
betting
play.
2,000 on the money line.
Always hedge your bet. I mean, yeah,
Especially on a fucking season long term.
Right. Because now you're here. That's the advantage of being where you're at. You can afford to do this now, and you're no way you can lose your initial investment now. Worst case scenario, you break even.
Yeah.
Best case scenario, you still win $3,000. There you go up $3,000.
I can't believe I'm just now thinking of this. Like, how fucking dumb am I, bro? I'm down 280 right now for some fucking bets that I swore were gonna hit. So I'm on right now. I'm on the hook for 680 if Tampa loses.
Yeah.
Straight. Let's see what the odds are. NFL continue. KC. How about just go money line to win? Okay.
Minus 175.
Minus 175. So if you bet $1,000,
win. $2,000 done. Next, let's see. Can't. That's too much. Let's go.
Just bet 1,000.
Okay, 1,000.
Then
Let's
you're
see how much
covered.
that would be.
It's minus 175. So what? You're gonna get. You got to bet 175 to win 100. I don't know what that is. Maybe you win $600.
I'm gonna have to get an increase in my amount I can bet because it's not fair. Anyways, thank God you guys fucking told me that, bro. Now
Now you're good.
You know what they call that? They call that a game changer where I come from, Todd. If you were on YouTube right now, you would have got that joke because it was a visual piece.
Mm-hmm. Maybe you should watch this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty excited about my documentary. I want people just to keep the talk alive.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I want you I don't have any real information to give you other than we shot way more than I thought we were going to get to shoot. So the options are greater for, picking the cream.
Are you like an executive producer on this? Is this what you would consider what you're doing? Because I'm sure you're part of the gist. You're doing a lot of the planning and the setting up. You're the organizational aspect, which is, that can be executive producer.
Yeah, but I'm also the director. or co-director.
Okay.
So I don't know what to pick. Maybe I'm
that can happen.
both. Maybe I can be both.
I think executive also handles some of the money as well.
Right. Yeah. I did handle most of the logistics, but definitely Stuart and I are co-directing it. So, and I want to be a director, so I'll probably just take a director credit. That way I can say,
that.
I'm a director. What are you looking at? I'm a director.
He's a director. Look.
I'm going to get one of those director chairs
Yes.
and sit in it at all times.
I got one of those Pocket 2 DJI cameras, and it has 16:9 movie like cinema ratio.
Mm-hmm.
But look at how dope this little buddy is, bro. Look at it. Ready?
How much was it?
$300. Well, I got the mic and all that, so it was like, look,
I like it. It's gimbaled.
so tiny. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's super gimbal.
That's awesome.
But it's so tiny, and you have a little screen. But you also put your phone. They have this little part adjusts right here.
Mm-hmm.
So you put the little piece in there where the iPhone can plug into the side.
So you can use that as a viewer.
And I got the handle for it. Yeah, so you use that as a viewer and all your shit.
Nice.
But I'm telling you guys, this fucking camera. Look at it. Look at this.
For the audio people, it gimbals. So every time he moves it, it stays stable. The arm swings it like a robotic arm for the camera.
It's
Pretty
so
cool.
fun, and the footage is unbelievable. If you go to YouTube and just type in DJI Pocket 2 like test footage,
Mm-hmm.
this shit ain't no joke, bro. It's really nice, and fuck it, bro. I mean, I don't got nobody to impress. It's the internet, and it gets the job done, and it looks clean and crisp, and it's smooth as balls.
I need to get one. Maybe
How
I'll
you feel
get
with the
one
mushrooms?
for my birthday. I feel like I'm feeling it, but it's
What
not
is-
done anything crazy. It's nothing crazy. I just feel a
What
little
is
bit
your
better.
birthday?
June 18th, right around the barbecue bash time, which we got to set that date on a non-Father's Day weekend.
Yeah, we do.
But
Yeah, we do.
it's going to be close to that.
We sure do. We have to get it done. We have to make this shit pop off. And again, join the Patreon. Get involved, guys. Come hang out. Come support us.
Don't forget the Dixie
need
Chicks
you guys.
may or may not be there. So there's that.
Also, the Dixie Dudes might show up. They were the cover band of the Dixie Chicks, but it was a group of men. The Dixie Dudes might end up showing up instead of the Dixie Chicks, but guess what? The same hits.
And we will be having catering from items purchased at Winn-Dixie grocery store. So,
And that's just how it works. It's a lot of work. That's why Tom's a producer. That's why things get done.
that's right.
You know what? That's just how it works.
Are we still going to parachute in to the party? Like
My parachute guy says he's still down to let us fucking parachute into the party.
okay. All right.
I don't see how. You got a perfect backyard for us to fuck. I've parachuted twice. There's plenty of room in there to land at the party.
Right.
And just drop the parachute, take a fucking Labatt Blue, chug it to the face, and get on the grill.
Like we do one of those running landings, and then we have Jarrett there to like hand us Labats as we just scoop it in and then drop the parachute, chug a Labatt. We're in the party now. Let's go. Party just started.
What's the legality of parachuting into your backyard? Like, can you just do it anywhere? Can you just jump out of a plane over Indianapolis and land wherever the fuck you want?
I would like to see them try to come here and do something about it. That's my property.
You're gonna have to drop a smoke bomb though, so we know which yard. Because it's gonna be pretty hard.
Yeah, Jarrett will have to pop smoke for sure.
Yeah, pop smoke, just like the rapper. I think he left us.
And we'll have
also,
to.
a lot of people don't know that Pop Smoke used to work at a carnival, and that's what he used to do. That's why they call him that.
We get
Ooh,
the things that we can guide, right? You can control. They have the little handles.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Hey, if it's up to me, I'm gonna get a fucking squirrel suit, and I'm gonna jump out of Bloomington, and then I'm gonna jump out over Bloomington, and then I'm just gonna coast into the city, right over to Broad Ripple, right there by you, and fucking whatever you're on, East Side Broad Rip, kid.
Yeah, I like that. We will put in a pool to land in. How do you land from a squirrel suit? Can you just bring it to a stop and like?
Yeah. You just pull your chute like normal and pull your arms in. I assume.
Oh,
all I know is that there's a squirrel suit school. It's $5,000.
What?
Believe me, I've looked it up.
Are you gonna do it? $5,000. I think I would be scared of the
podcast. After this podcast jumps off and really catches mainstream media, and I start making some money,
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to go to Squirrel Suit. I'm going to go to Squirrel Suit School just for the content, so that everybody can watch me either fly like an eagle or crash land for the most amazing video to ever call it quits in the content game.
You just Evil Knievel that shit. Just broken
Yes, sir.
bones sticking out everywhere. I'm good.
How wild is that guy? He was driving a fucking street bike and just launching it over water fountains, bro, like a boss, bro. Like, we're talking street bike, dude.
In that documentary, I gained so much, because I guess he was kind of an asshole, but I gained so much more respect that time he was going to do that jump. And he knew because of the pregame shit that the bike wasn't going to be able to reach a high enough speed to make the jump. And he did it anyway. He was like, well, fuck, I got all these people. We sold these tickets. We got to do it. He knew that he wasn't going to make it and that he was going to crash and break almost every bone in his body. But the show must go. Like, he didn't want to refund tickets. So he went ahead and did it anyway. What a fucking gangster.
That's soldier shit, bro. That is what they call a soldier, friend.
He's got some balls.
God damn. Can you bring up that footage before we get out of here? I would love to just leave on a fucking heroic act like that. Just
Yeah.
the Evil Knievel jump that went wrong or whatever.
Yeah. Worst Evil Knievel
Oh.
crash. I want to watch it on the way out because mad respect for this dude. I'm going to fuck myself up because we already practiced and the bike isn't fast enough, but we sold 100,000 tickets. So let's go,
Wow,
Vegas.
bro. That's unreal.
I mean, those crashes are some of the best videos I've ever seen in my life. He looks like a dummy, like a doll bouncing around.
Okay, here we go. Oh, look at him, dude. He don't give a flying. He looks like Jim Florentine a little bit.
He does a little bit.
By the way, this is he's also from the home state of the most greatest kicker of all time, Adam Vinatieri, South Dakota.
Yes, he is.
Look at this.
Caesar's
Hit the
Palace.
Willie kid.
He knows. He already knows he's not going to be able to make this jump.
Lord!
And there he goes. Nope. Little short. Ooh, and I'm falling. I'm falling.
Neck first.
Oh, I look fake. I'm bouncing around. Things are being broken. There goes my elbow.
My God.
Oh, what
Oh,
a fucking
my.
crash. He's still going, by the way.
And this dog ass motherfucker ain't even wearing pads, just a suit.
He's crazy. I love it so much. R.I.P. Evil Knievel.
Prayers up.
Your son
Prayers
Robbie
up,
can't
Evil
hold a
Knievel.
Your son Robbie can't hold a candle to what you did for our
Fuck
country.
no, bro.
All right, brother.
Shout out! Hey, listen! Shout out Evil Knievel. Let's go, guys. Get up, please. Head to YouTube. Subscribe. Watch this shit. Watch.
We
it.
need you
This
on
is
the
good.
YouTube.
It's better.
And if we get 1,000 subscribers, Shaun is going to do an Evil Knievel motorcycle jump.
Yeah,
Book
yeah.
it. We love you
Fuck
all.
you, bro. Fuck off. I want the YouTube to grow, but Jesus Christ, I already got a fucked up eye and a beer belly, and I did my contract didn't get renewed. Come on, guy. I don't have that health insurance no more, bro. I'm on my own now.